you know, you can do a little bit of cheese salad. Hi, this is James Bajika, Warrior Martial Arts Supply. We're here today with a new product design. We had quite a few requests for spring arms since we came up with our PVC spring arm dummy. But these requests were from customers that had hardwood dummies. And we basically came up with our own design for this. We don't use the, you see a lot of padded spring arms. This is our design. It's a wooden peg. It's going to be painted black or natural. And then attached to it is the spring. And here you have a, it's a rubber flange. Not sure you can see that. This has a taper on it. It covers the spring. It does two things. It's going to protect the inside of your wooden dummy mortise. And the second thing it's going to do is it's going to make a snug, tight fit, because on the spring arms, you don't want the play that you would normally use with the wooden arms. The play that you get in the action is in the actual spring. So if you have these where the tenon is wiggling around the way it does with the wooden arm, plus the spring, it's just too sloppy. So basically you remove your wooden dummy arms, you're going to insert these through the pegs the same exact way, and you're going to notice that this rubber grommet here is going to suck in there tight. Now basically what you're going to do is, once you receive your arm, you're going to put it in, you're going to make sure that this rubber flange is in there as tight as it can go. You want that to be wedged in there so it's pretty still. Okay, and then you're going to make a mark. You're going to make a mark to the edge of the hole, where that is, and then you're going to drill a 9/16 hole. We provide you with the locking pin, which is a wood dowel and a grommet. Okay, right there. And as you can see, now you have a spring arm attached to your wooden dummy. Now I'll put the rest of them in here. Second one. See, so you need to pack them in there tight. And then again, these won't be drilled for you. Those you're going to have to do when you get them. And we will provide you with the locking pins. And that secures the arm. It also acts as kind of a buffer because it is tapered. You know, these are all handmade, the wooden dummies. Whether I made the dummy for you, you purchased it elsewhere, you know, things aren't going to fit right. This will make sure that you have plenty of room. So you actually, if you had bigger holes in this, you actually have some more that we can grab because there's more rubber material available. Now again, this is for our arms, which are 2" by 1 5/8". Those are the Warrior arms. Those are a much stronger, heavier peg, but they can only be in the offset position. We also do offer the 1 1/2" square arms, which can be set for offset or level. We will also make the spring arms for those as well. We'll just basically match the tenon to whatever size you need. So of course, if you need smaller or different size tenons, you just send us a message with your order and we'll accommodate those sizes for you. So we're also going to show you, these can also work in the PVC dummies as well. Okay, on the PVC dummy, same exact procedure, goes in the same way, as far as you can go, locking pin, and now if you had a PVC dummy with wooden arms, you can now have spring arms as well. So we do sell the spring arms separately, and then we're also going to have add-ons where you can purchase the spring arm dummies with a wooden dummy or with the PVC dummy if you purchase it from us. Now also, like I said, other manufacturers may have different sizes, which isn't a problem. If you do want the padded spring arms, we just need to know your peg size. You'll also notice there's some companies out there that do sell wooden arms on springs. Those we will not make. I don't recommend them. If you have a school or you have students, to us it's a liability. You know, if you get slapped in the face with one of these and they're wood, you know, somebody's going to lose some teeth, split their eye open, you know, a couple $1,000s worth of medical bills. I don't think it's a good idea to purchase them just for the liability reason. This is why we choose the padded spring arms for our spring arm dummies. Dummy, you can do things like chi sao with this, simulate chi sao or look sao. And you know, it has a nice feel to it. There's some positions where you're doing quan sao. You know, all the things where you need to go through a limb And then again, there's also things you have to be careful with, because these arms designed, you could see more of this in our previous video, but these arms designed originally for these angles were to stop you in the finished position of your blocks. These angles are designed for yin. So for instance, if you do a tan sao or a tan da on this, okay, you don't want to move the spring out past the original dummy arm position. But where it does come in handy for, like I said, is other blocks like jam sao. Jam sao, you need to cut into the center line, so at least the arm will collapse and allow you to land on center where it belongs. Okay, that's just one of the few reasons for these padded spring arms. It allows you to, move the limb where otherwise the limb is fixed. Another example I give many a times in the beginning of the dummy form, when you do bong sao here, now it allows you to actually collapse and redirect that limb as you would in real life and abbreviate the footwork, abbreviate the motion, because you're not really going to step way around an arm that's going to be fixed in reality. Now I do understand there's purposes for this, but again, it's nice to have a variation with the spring arm, which allows for a little bit more realistic and tighten up your footwork and your position a little bit better, in my opinion.